All right, good morning, grade 9s. I'm looking at section 1.3 on electrical safety. There's a QuickLab here called blow a fuse. So I did a little setup and a little demo on it. So let's take a look at the video.
Good morning, grade 9s. Today I want to show this QuickLab on page 286. It's called blow a fuse. And so what I set up here is a small little strand of steel wool. I wrapped it up from some of the bulk stuff that I had, and I set it up into a circuit where I've got a light bulb. So I'll turn it on. It's at 7.2 volts, and the light bulb, of course, shines quite brightly. You see, the circuit is set up so that the current passes through this little steel wool, because otherwise, right, the current wouldn't flow at all. The switch would have to be closed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up an additional light bulb. I'll just set it up in parallel so I can draw more current. Okay. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to draw more current here and see how much current can be drawn before the light bulb eventually goes out because the fuse is blown. The steel wool has melted. So what I'll do here is I'll set up another one in parallel with it. Now I've got 3 light bulbs. You can't see the third one, it's down here and it's a mess of wires around here. And what I'll do here is I'll crank it up a little bit. And notice, once the fuse is blown, the light bulbs all go out. There's no more connection from the power supply to the light bulbs. You need a straight connection, wires going all the way through, forming a complete circuit. Thank you for joining me on that.
All right, so if you notice, right, the idea of blowing a fuse. So I set up the circuit where I put the steel wool right across here and then just connected these 2 leads together. Okay? Now the questions was explain your observations. Well, what really happened there? As I started to draw more current, eventually I drew enough current that there was too much current in the circuit for that small strand of steel wool, and the steel wool melted. And that's what a fuse does. It has a small piece of metal and it melts when there's too much current flowing. It interrupts the circuit. Why does it do that? Well, it prevents an overload in the circuit. That means too much current or power going through it. And it also prevents the idea of having, right, an electric shock occur from someone from too much of a current drawn, too much electricity. So why is a fuse a safety feature in a circuit? Well, you can see right here, since it interrupts the circuit can no longer flow. Now with a fuse, you have to replace the fuse with a circuit breaker. It's a spring mechanism, so you have to just correct the problem, and then you can flip the breaker and it works again. All right, thank you very much.